Hello everybody, Talmon Starcraft here in my second video, and here I have a very special treat for you guys. I will be casting a game between EGIdrA and FXOFilthy. FXOFilthy will be spawning as the red Terran in the top left corner of the map on Typhon Peaks, and spawning as Zerg, the green Zerg, in the top right corner of the map we have EGIdrA. Now, this is a pretty good 1v1 versus EGIdrA. There's no BM, so do not get too excited. Our favorite Zerg player will not be doing anything particularly nasty. So, while I'm waiting for these guys to get started on their builds, I'm going to talk a little bit about my YouTube channel. It's just getting started, doesn't have very many views. Hopefully this will get people to start watching me. I reviewed some comments on my last video, and I found out that my zooming in is terrible. So I'm going to stop that. Alright, so we have the Overlord Scout going out at about 1 minute and 15 seconds, scooting across the map to scout out what exactly is going on. We have a supply depot on the low ground for the Terran. This is probably going to be in an expansion, so he can more easily defend the lower area. And here he goes with the barracks. This will probably allow him to finish the wall off very soon and prevent any kind of Zerging run by. Now both of the Overlords moving out for EGIdrA. He wants to just see what's going on. Hopefully he'll be able to scout the Terran before anything too crazy happens. Now, checking the production tab, we see just a couple drones going down for EGIdrA, and the barracks and the refinery, very standard play, going down for FXOFilthy. So we're not going to be seeing any sort of 2 racks play or any kind of super early aggression by the Terran player. Now, the 14 expansion going down for EGIdrA. He wants to make sure his macro is strong in this game versus a Terran, and he doesn't want to risk falling behind in the macro game. EGIdrA likes to do the early expand on most maps. I've seen him do 14 pulls and the like when the fancy strikes him, but often or not, more often than not, a good Zerg player will get this early expansion rather than the early Zerglings. So now, the gas and the spawning pool going down for EGIdrA. More than likely, we'll see him only get 100 gas and then pull his workers off of it for a little while. And EGIdra's great about his timings. EGIdra will most players will have that little extra 4 gas sitting right up there. And hold on a second, a Reaper coming out for FXOFilthy. This could be devastating for EGIdrA if his lings are not out in time. But it looks like the Reaper is just going to be delayed just a little bit, and he will not be able to make it to the base. So, if we'll check the player cam, EGIdrA does see the Terran base. He did scout with his Overlord. He does know where the Terran is. He is not ready for this kind of aggression. A bunker going down for FXOFilthy. EGIdrA, with the transfer of the drones, he is going to try to snipe these SCVs to make sure they do not finish this bunker. And the Reaper coming out for the SCVs, but 2 Zerglings are on the way. The Reaper is going to kill a bunch of Zerglings. He's going to take some hits, and he's going to... I don't know. The Zerglings are going to clean this up and prevent the bunker from going down. And the Reaper is forced to pull back. No drone kills on this Reaper. 6 kills on this Reaper, though. All of them Zerglings. He has more than made up his points cost in killing up those Zerglings. Now, FXOFilthy needs to There it is. He canceled the bunker. Alright, got those resources back. Not quite as much as salvaging, mind you, but still pretty good nonetheless. Another bunker going down for the Terran at his base, sniping that scouting drone with that Marauder. And if we go over to EGIdra's base, we will see that he has his 2 queens. He is pretty strong in the macro right now, and ooh, those Reapers are just gonna poke away. Looks like they're going to be able to get into the main. But he's just going to be killed by those queens and not do any more damage. Now, it looks like EGIdrA is staying on top of his macro game. This is to be expected. He is EGIdrA after all. And that Reaper is going to escape with 1 life. That is a hero Reaper right there with 2 kills. And orbital command for the Terran, dropping those mules only on 1 gas. Looks like EGIdra's planning on doing a lair. He is not just getting link speed. Probably going to see some Roach play or maybe some Yuta play. I don't know. And looks like a factory going down. 2 factories going down for the Terran player. This probably means some sort of mech build for the Terran. Thors, siege tanks, Hellion play, what have you. And the Baneling nest going down for EGIdrA. This could be dangerous for any sort of marine balls, but unfortunately there will not be that many marines wandering around the map due to the predominance of the mech play in this Filthy's build. So if we check over here, we'll see that EGIdrA is droning up, but he is building 10 Zerglings. 10. That's a lot of Zerglings. I mean, not a terrible amount, but he did lose his 2 remaining Zerglings to the Terran Defense Forces. But if we check EGIdRA's cam, sorry about that, a little bit of lag on my part. Check EGIdRA's cam. He did see the timing of those factories, and he does know that there's going to be some sort of mech play on the way. Now, we have Blue Flame and Hellions coming out for Filthy. EGIdRA does not know this, but he is sending these Zerglings out, maybe for a run-by, see what he can do, see what kind of damage he can cause. And the extractor. Probably going to see drones going on that extractor very soon. It's not wise to build an extractor and leave it idle unless you are absolutely strapped for minerals. And there they go. 2 extractors, or 2 harvesters on the extractor now. Probably going to be transferring a 3rd very soon. If not, that'd be rather silly. And hold on. Sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to answer. I am back. That was bad. Hopefully that did not ruin anything too badly. And EGIdRA sees the Hellions coming in. The Blue Flame is not quite done. Hopefully Filthy will wait for the Blue Flame to finish. A Spawning Crawler wisely going down for EGIdRA. Keep in mind that Hellions are light units, and Banelings do bonus damage to light units. Mass Repair. Looks like a pretty all-in-ish move. A lot of SCVs coming in. Hopefully they're going to be able to repair the Hellions, causing damage to the Banelings before they explode. But it looks like the Banelings are going to hatch in time, and they're going to explode all around those SCVs. Just needs to detonate that one. There we go. All those SCVs exploding. All those Marauders dying. Those Hellions still alive, still with the Blue Flame, looking to do some drone harass of some kind. My FPS is dropping down to 0 because of the explosions and the violence on the screen. And 5 Blue Flame Hellions skittering around EGIdRA's base. He walls off with his Zerglings. They're going to take heavy casualties here. He just needs to prevent them from running up into his main and sniping all of his drones. He's going to be able to escape, losing 1 more Hellion, losing a bunch of drones, and lost all of his Zerglings, but he did push off this attack. 1 more Marauder, and a Marauder and SCV reinforcing him. Not the smartest Marauder out there, but he seems to know what's going on. They're going to probably snipe this Marauder. And Marauder does go down to his Zerglings. Mutus and Aspire missed the timing of that, and Thors and Weapons 1 out for Filthy. The Mutus, he's probably going to wait until he has a ball of about 5 and then push out across the map, or not. It looks like he's going to go straight for the aggression, rallying them to this point until he has the critical mass of Mutus that he needs 5 to one-shot workers, and he is going to skitter into the base, see the missile turret, not even get hit. Perfect timing on EGIdRA, and he's just going to float around the base. He sees the timing of it. Oh, the turret is up. Those Mutas are going to take damage from that turret. They are not careful. Trying to get a mass repair down the front door. They're pulling everyone off the minerals. Losing Mutas. He needs to pull them back. He tries to, but he loses that last Muta. And not too much damage. We check the unit slots tab. It is exactly even between the 2 players. 2500 lost, 2500 lost. But the Zerg player, because he field Zerglings, has lost far more units overall. Back to the production tab. We see that additional Thor is out for Filthy, and more Spire units, Mutus, to be exact, and an Evolution Chamber, and Roach Warren. So, looks like EGIdRA is going to be transitioning into some solid Roach play, because the Terran player is not expecting him to switch to Roaches at this point. The Terran player is expecting him to stick to Mutaling, and hopefully the Terran mech, the Thors, can deal with the Mutas, and the Hellions can deal Link. Looks like successful surround is going to be successful. He's going to try to pull these Hellions back, and he escapes. Pretty easily, might I add. Something that a lot of people don't realize is how fast Hellions are. Oh, this is terrible lag. I supremely apologize for this. What the hell? 0 FPS. This is disgusting. It's gonna drop all of my views to 0. Why is it still at 2? Hold on, I'm gonna pause recording and see what's... And I am back once again. Hopefully it does not descend into that kind of madness once more. That was really bad. Apparently I had something going on with my computer. I apologize for that. I might have to recast this video if it keeps going on like this. Wowzers. Alright, it looks like FXOFilthy will spot EGIdRA's third base. Curious that EGIdRA is not expanding onto the low ground. I guess he does not want tank pressure firing from this high ground up here. Down to the low ground, the Mutaball looking kind of large. If we check the units tab, we will see that he does have 9 mutas. And another production tab, does he have any more on the way? He does not. Lots of workers streaming down for the Protoss player. Definitely there's a Protoss in this match. I apparently did not notice him before, but he is definitely there. Look at those pylons and 4 gates. 3 Thors out for FXOFilthy, along with, if we check the units tab, 3 Hellions and 2 Marauders. Medium-sized force, but relying a little bit too heavily on the Thors. This could be dangerous if EGIdRA does do a heavy roach push. Luckily for him, though, those Thors will be effective against the mutas, so EGIdRA has to be careful if he wants to do any sort of crazy play with those mutas. EGIdRA taking his 4th base, saturating up of his first base, and he is almost... No, actually, he's pretty not mined down his main. He still has a couple thousand resources left up there. And we are seeing... Excuse me. Bless myself. We have Armor 1 and Roach Speed just finishing for EGIdRA. Back to the production tab. A billion things going on for EGIdRA. He is just non-stop producing stuff off of his 3 base at the current moment, and it looks like a push for the Terran player. He has 8 Hellions, 4 Thors, and 4 Marauders. A pretty good mix with anti-air, anti-tank, and anti-light, all mixed in a delicious ball of soup. So the Zerglings melting away to the Blue Hellions. Muta's magic boxing over the Thors. Those Thors are not shooting the Roaches. They need to shoot the Roaches. The Roaches do so much damage to the Thors, and the Thors are going to go down, not before sniping most of the Mutas. And the Roaches will be able to clean this up and kill the rest of the Thors, and the last of the Marauders are indeed screwed. Looks like there's 1 more Thor for FXOFilthy, 2 more Thors. This can be dangerous for EGIdRA. If he's not careful, those Thors can kill all those Roaches. Nope, he is right in the thick of it. Another Thor reinforcing him. These Roaches can kill all these Thors if they're not careful. If they focus on these Thors, they will go down. And it looks like FXOFilthy will be wiped out by this Roach push. Caught unprepared. He's not expecting the Roaches. And looks like there's just not much left. Yep, and there's the GG by FXOFilthy. So that's it for the cast. I apologize for all the interruptions, and we'll see how this turns out. And this is Talmon Starcraft, signing